Hi, everyone, and welcome to EDUC 845, History of Higher Education. I am so excited to be with you in this course. This is one of my favorite subjects because context is so important to informing us about how we might solve today's problems or issues. You're going to read quite a bit in this course, scholarly articles and papers on the history of higher education. I hope you find it as interesting as I do. But, you know, we have been through this before as a civilization within higher education. What I mean by that is, as you read through the history, we've had expansion, we've had contraction, we've had questions about the meaning of higher learning. And in your readings this week, you're going to get a taste of that. Be it the idea that this is a nation building opportunity or workforce development and economic development, or is it the exchange of ideas, the creation and curation of knowledge? And there's a question of whether it needs to be an either or is it a both and question? We're going to explore that throughout these 8 weeks. So if you are currently in higher education, I think you're going to find this extremely meaningful, and that you will draw from the theory and the past into formation of ideas of how you may help in the future of higher ed. If you are not in higher education, I think you will find this stimulating as well from the perspective of what do we do with policy and how do we make change, but perhaps making sense of the past is helpful in that. This course is 8 weeks. I really like the pace of assignments with this. So I'll go through this in our meet session, which is going to be held tomorrow night. I'm going to record that session. It's not mandatory, so I completely understand if you've got some other things going on and you can't make it, but we're going to hold it at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. I've posted that, and I've already created the meet session. So you can let me know that if you're going to attend. I put a discussion post in there as well. But I'll go through the syllabus from beginning to end and describe the assignments to you and the expectations. Why I like the pace of this course is that we're going to do some reading and we're going to do some discussion posts. And it isn't until week 3 that you have something different than that due, but you will be working on your research for a final paper. On November 24th, I believe, you'll hand in part of that. I'll give you feedback, and then you'll work towards the end of this course. It's not an extremely large piece, but I think it's very thoughtful and reflective. And the purpose of this is also tied to what you'll do in your dissertation. So think of this as practice towards your embedded dissertation, whether this is the subject matter that you're going to cover or not. It's valuable in that you're going to create a problem statement and a research question, and you're going to think about a methodology for that and do a bit of a research component with a literature review. All of those are really good practice for where you're headed in your doctoral journey. So really excited to be here with you. Again, reach out to me via email, or if it's an emergency, text me or call me. I'm happy to meet with you along the way. We don't have to wait for summative feedback and assignments. You're always welcome to check in with me about a topic or something that you're working on for formative feedback. Happy to provide that as well. I've had a couple of you in class before. I'm really glad to see you completing this focus area. So we'll talk tomorrow evening, and I look forward to it. Thanks and take care.